Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the August 2nd, 2020 edition of Pro Wrestling Throwdown. I'm Caleb Black. This is Luke, the Big Dog Williams, and returning from his Turkish prison, the mighty Max Fury is back in studio with us today. We got him back, kids. Thank you for all your support. He finally found the gravy, so we got the hell out of Turkey.
No need for the Max app anymore.
Get rid of the Max app.
Rule number one, when you travel anywhere, make sure you have proper documentation and don't trust the asshole that said they put it in your bags.
Sorry, I packed your bags.
And also,
that's okay, I'm the one that took it out.
And rule number two, never set up a business meeting at a sketchy bathhouse.
I mean, okay, first of all, let me mind my business. Luke, how are we doing this Sunday? Normally it's Saturday, but today it's Sunday. How are we feeling?
Better than I was yesterday. But no, man, it's Sunday, it's a new month, and it is time for your weekly throwdown.
That's right, baby. And let's get right into the news. What's news in wrestling this week? The big hitter, a PWG video resurfaced from over 10 years ago that featured Excalibur, who is noted PWG promoter, wrestler, and current AEW broadcast team member, using some racially insensitive terms, racial slurs. Now, he came out actually last year and already apologized for the video. He said we were doing it to an angle, and obviously the culture with the PC, while at that time was still relatively heated, wasn't what it is today. He apologized. He made the necessary retractions. Luke, what do you think about, number one, the video itself, and number two, Excalibur's apology and how AEW is going to handle it?
Okay, the way I see things is, yes, the video happened. Is there a place for that kind of heat getting in professional wrestling? No. I don't care if it's televised, non-televised, indie. There's no excuse. A racial slur is a racial slur regardless. You can come out and apologize for it all you want. You should have had the wherewithal not to do it in the first place.
I agree with that.
And Kevin Owens is not off the hook either because he was also in the video and said the same thing.
I think it's interesting that Excalibur is the one himself who decided, due to the negative press, to pull himself off of AEW Dynamite's broadcast this past Wednesday.
I think if the video's known, people know who you are.
Yeah.
If that was me, it wouldn't have been, but if it was me, I would be the first one to step up and pull myself from television to save my job, first off.
I think it hurts AEW a little bit considering we just got over the Sammy Guevara hump, and now we've got another negative video associated with the show.
You've got the Hogan ban.
Yeah, the Hogan ban. We'll see how Tony Khan handles it. We'll see how AEW handles it. Of course, we'll keep everybody updated here. Personal opinions... wasn't okay the first time, and I'm not saying he should be punished now because it was 10 years ago, and let's face it, if we were going to get mad about it, we should have got mad about it then.
To be
not
fair,
that either one of us liked it then, I'm just saying
to be fair, that's the same thing with Sammy Guevara, too. It was done years ago, and,
right.
I mean,
Sammy,
punish one, punish the other.
Well, and the other part, too, though, is what Sammy said, directly to Sasha Banks, apologized, worked it out with them, and on the other turn, the wrestlers involved in that particular angle were okay with it. Human Tornado, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's okay, I'm just saying if you use the Sammy Guevara logic, then that logic has to apply because they all agreed it would generate heat for that story.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is that if
you're
going to punish somebody or levy some kind of a fine or something like that for somebody
if you did it for Sammy, you need to do it for
got to be done for the other one.
I completely
Especially
agree.
if you're going to ban Hulk Hogan for doing something that was stated on a public record through a phone call.
Yeah.
It wasn't online. It wasn't supposed to be meant to be seen by anybody.
Yeah.
On the other hand, with this PWG thing, they knew people were going to see it.
Right, yeah.
There's a difference there. Being something said in your home, which I still don't agree with, first off. Put that out there. But, I mean, you punish one, you got to punish the other.
I completely agree. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Speaking of ganders, Ric Flair wanting to come out of his pseudo-retirement, which he's obviously made appearances here recently, to manage Randy Orton at SummerSlam in his heavyweight championship title match against the reigning WWE heavyweight champion Drew McIntyre. I personally would love to see Rick be in Randy's corner. I think we should use Rick as long as we got him. Plus, he's the dirtiest player in the game.
I don't see how it's any different. I don't see why he's having to try to convince them. He's been his manager now for...
Yeah.
since Orton came
Since
in.
2004,
So
since Evolution.
I understood him not being at ringside with Edge.
Yeah,
I
get
understood that. Of course, Ric Flair's thing didn't take place till after Edge got hurt.
Yeah.
So, what's the point? He was out with the Big Show. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
He was out with Christian.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. So, what's the big deal about having to
Well,
continue to ask to be there?
I mean, I understand safety concerns with the travel and safety concerns with this and that.
Well, SummerSlam, from the rumor that I hear, is going to be on a boat.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't see the problem.
I'm on a boat, mother. Sorry. I'm on a boat.
Movies and things, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always down to see Ric Flair. Hell, again, put him on TV. I don't care.
I was going to say, I don't see the
I'll
problem.
watch. What else we got going on in the news this week, Luke?
Juice Robinson out with injury, leg injury.
Juice! Not the juice.
They
Get
say
well soon, Juice.
they hope it isn't a major injury. They think it's just a minor injury, but it's still newsworthy.
Yeah, we're
Even though
talking
I
about.
don't really care for Juice Robinson.
I think when he went to Japan, man, he really
He got
really
better
won me
from
over.
the NXT thing.
He really
right.
won me over. Did very well.
See, what else we got? Talking Shop.
Talking Shop Mania. Doc Gallows, Luke Anderson did their own internet pay-per-view featured on Fight TV and cable-provided pay-per-view networks.
D'Lo Brown.
If you haven't watched it, it's so much fun to watch. Tune in.
They
check
brought
it
the
out.
Ultimate Warrior out at the end. It was great.
That did not happen, but it's $14.99, $14.95, whatever. I bought it this morning. It was great. Make sure you check it out. Support the biz. Speaking of the biz and needing the support, a lot of guys' no-competes are up. And a lot of guys have been debuting. And a lot of guys have a lot of things to say about Vince.
Yeah. Eric Young cut a interview with Chris Van Vliet.
Yep.
Who is also a YouTuber. Check out his page. And said that he couldn't get any work there. That he come from being a top guy in TNA to NXT the right way.
Yep.
The NXT run was great, and when they called him to the main roster, it was like, okay, well, go and stand in the corner and wait.
And they did the same thing to EC3. He's already made his debut in Impact, but he did a podcast with Chris Jericho and talked about his experience there, how they didn't really use him or let him do anything. And, it's such a sad thing to see because, I mean, they made these major acquisitions and they didn't do anything with them. And, of course, Black Wednesday comes along and they all get released. But it is nice now to hear all of their perspectives. And it seems the general rhetoric and the general theme of what they're saying is that Vince himself is out of touch.
Right. Well, I mean,
which none of us can disagree with, I think, with the current
anyone
product.
I was about to say anyone who watches weekly television. The best part about it all is that they're not restricted to what they can talk about.
Yeah.
Like unlike Tessa Blanchard, who is under the gag order and cannot say anything about it. These boys have served their time.
Yep, they've done their job,
and now they can talk about whatever they want to talk about.
Yeah, and they're going to air their grievances. I mean, we all obviously agree that the product isn't good with Vince in control.
It's not horrible.
And there are shareholders that, are now finally starting to chime in more and being like, why is the product suffering? And Vince wants to blame, we need to make new stars and the storylines are bad. Vince controls everything about creative. So he could make those changes if he wanted to.
He could, but Eric Young says this, and it resonates a lot with me, is stop watching.
Yeah,
if you want change, Vince listens to the fans. If want change, stop watching.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with that. I mean, to be honest, the only reason I still watch Monday night is because of this show.
And I'm a wrestling fan.
So am I. But if I knew that my not watching would be in a contributing factor to a positive change for the WWE, then I wouldn't watch.
But the only problem with that is that that's like one spoke in a wheel.
Yeah.
It can't be all on you. It can't be all on me.
No, we have to do it as a community
consensus
of fans who just make them hear us by not getting our business.
But going online to these chat rooms, or I guess they still call them chat rooms,
or Twitter or
Reddit, it's not helping.
Yeah.
You're going online and you're complaining, but yet you still tune in every Monday and Friday, and it makes.
If we want to hit them where it hurts, we got to stop watching.
Right.
Which we have to, but you don't. You don't watch us. We'll tell you what happened.
Or doesn't.
Or what he said.
No bathhouses.
No bathhouses for you. All right, guys, that is going to close us up for the news. Stay tuned. Wait, hold on. I jumped right over our exit.
You jumped over some stuff.
Jumped right over it. If you liked what we had to say in the news today, if there's anything newsworthy that we missed, you know what to do. Leave us a comment in the comment section down below after you what?
Like and subscribe.
Brother. Like and subscribe, then send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com or find us on Facebook at facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown. Let us know what you thought about the news. Hit us up and stay tuned because it is time for This Week in Wrestling Part 1, Monday Night Raw.